Hi everyone, so I know it is a little bit delayed. I wasn't well last week, but I said I was going to do a little blog on social media and the importance of it and how you can use your channels to build up your clientele and to also build up your reputation as well. So when it comes to social media, the most important thing is to keep relevant, to keep your content different, and also to make sure that you are posting regularly. So what I hear a lot out of people is, I haven't got time to do my social media, or social media is like another job on its own. And you really need to treat your social media as important as you treat the other aspects of your job. So let's say, for example, you're a seamstress and you're making dresses. Making that dress and getting a picture of it is just as important. Them two are just as important, and then posting it as well so that you get the content to have other people coming to you. Because if you're not posting the job and how well you're doing it, then people aren't going to know, so people aren't going to want to come to you. So what I would recommend doing is a minimum of 1 post a day and a maximum of 3 posts a day. The other thing as well, we do it with our stories, is keeping people up to date with what's going on. So if you're a dog groomer, for example, and you know that your dog's coming in and they're quite well behaved and you do all right with the camera and things like that, then groom and take little videos and stories as you're doing it so that people can see what you're doing and how you're actually interacting with them. And then people can get a flavour for your personality as well. So social media is a really brilliant way for us to talk to our phones and also talk to a load of other people. Because what I do, the way that I can speak into my phone right now and I can talk to you all, I wouldn't be able to talk to 6,500 people on a stage. I'd absolutely melt. But I'm able to talk to you all and give you all the information one-to-one because I'm not in front of that huge audience. So it's a really good way to be able to be really confident and bubbly and get what you need to say out there without actually having to be face to face to somebody, because I know it's something that I struggle with, so I assume it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And also people like to use people who they feel as though they can relate to and who they'll feel comfortable going to. That's why I always plaster my face all over Wagwalks, because when people do come and drop the dogs off for the first time, they feel as though they know me, they feel as though they can have a conversation with me, they can bring things up about me if they've watched the videos, or if they've seen posts of a specific dog or me with the dog, then they feel as though, oh yeah, I can talk to her and I know her. And also by doing videos and getting your face out there, it's a really interesting way for people to be able to engage with you, but not have to sit there and read a big huge comment or a big huge like status that you're putting under something. Because I know with myself, I'll follow somebody's page and I'll be really interested in the content that they're putting up, but I won't want to actually sit there and read the whole caption. So with your social media as well, it's about making it unique, making it something that people look at, and it doesn't just blend in with all the other cafes, it doesn't just blend in with all the other grooming pages or with all the other dress pages. People look at it and they go, that's a Wagwalks post, or that's that Clothing Boutique's post. People know before they've even looked to see who's posted it. As soon as you see it, you know who it's come from, and that's how you keep your audience engaged with you, because you're doing something that nobody else is doing. You're allowing people into, I always say, into your home. So when you go and decorate your home, you don't want it to look the same as everybody else's. If your friend's got white walls and a grey couch and tiled floor, then you wouldn't go and copy theirs exactly. You'd want to add your own touches to make it unique and to make it your home. Well, that's what your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook is. That's your home. So the other thing as well is making sure that you're utilising as many platforms as you want. So, for example, I use YouTube, I use Facebook, and I use Instagram. We've also got our Google reviews, and I've got a website. So what I'm doing there is I'm trying to tap into every single market. So if somebody doesn't have Instagram, well, they might have YouTube, and if they don't have YouTube, then they might have Facebook, and if they don't have Facebook, then if they've got access to the internet, then they'll be able to type us in and find us that way. So making sure that you are accessible to as many people as possible, and then also making sure that you're friendly to all of your audience. So I know that I've got young children under the age of 15 who follow me, so I know that I need to make sure that my content relates to them, and that I'm not kind of pushing the boundaries too much in regards to language and things like that. My hair really is irritating me. Sorry, everybody who's watching this. All I've done is play with it. But then I also know that I've got customers who are in the 70s and the 80s, and then I've also got men, I've got women. So making sure that I can tap into all of them markets, and making sure that while you are yourself and while you are opening up and saying your views and saying what you think your customers want to hear, making sure that you're taking into account everybody's feelings, everyone's opinions, and what everybody wants to see as well. The other thing when it comes to social media is making sure that, let's say for example, somebody comments on your picture, even if they just go, oh, isn't she cute, liking the comment, commenting underneath the comment saying thank you, making sure that you're going online and you're liking other people's posts, because when you like other people's posts, that makes you appear on more people's feeds. So what Instagram and Facebook and even YouTube do as well with the subscribers is, the more that you interact with other people's stuff, the more that they will push you to the top so that more people can then interact with you. The social media platforms feed off interaction. So you could have the world's best page, you could get the best social media team in, you could be paying thousands a month, but if you're not re-engaging with comments, if you're not replying to messages, if you're not liking other people's posts, then it's all pointless. So you've got to make sure that you are really, really active. What I do with my posts, obviously there is a few of us now, and I know that people probably think, oh, but there's a team of you. I'm the only one who actually does our social media. So with the way that I'm doing it now, where we've got a post in the middle which has got all the information on, I take half a day out of my week and I do all them so that they're all there and ready to go. Then when it comes to the evening and the morning post, I'm up every morning 6:30. That might not work into your schedule, but I make sure that I give myself that 5 to 10 minutes to do that post, and make sure that I put on away messages so that Instagram and Facebook, when somebody messages me over the weekend when we're not open, I know I do get back to the majority of people anyway, near enough straight away, but when you message us, I send out a quick response messages. So to Facebook and Instagram, I'm responding, I'm interacting with my audience, so they're again pushing me. The other thing is, and people are always a bit like that, and I know that it is a money thing, is sponsored ads really are good. I would really recommend using them. It just gets you on people's Instagrams and Facebooks that you wouldn't normally be on. Even if you use the sponsored posts on Google as well, it just allows you to step into another audience, and a lot of the time it is only £30 a week, or you can even do it a little bit cheaper than that. So what we tend to do is I'll do one every other week, or if I'm having a quiet week, if I've got a new product coming out, then I'll do one then, just to get me foot back in that door and to get into that market again. So I hope that this was really, really useful and helpful. I'm sorry that my hair's been so annoying to everyone. I've also got these flowers that I didn't realise were there as well. So I hope that this was really, really useful.